Good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. I am super excited today because it's been a couple rough weeks trying to find a new house. Like, not even a new house. We don't have a house. Trying to find a house. Also, my face looks like so red. But anyways, I digress. Today, I'm going to be touring two different houses. First one, I'm not necessarily excited about, but the second one, I am like super hopeful, crossing my fingers that it ends up being the house for us. So I figured it would be a fun week or day, I haven't decided yet, to take you guys along with me, show you basically what I've been doing and how I've been staying productive while also managing this whole house hunting process. And it's been really difficult to balance everything right now with my work, finding a new place for us to live, my health stuff, and a million other in one things. And that's one of the big perks about working for myself and freelancing, is that I'm able to do all of this stuff and make my schedule work for that, because obviously I'm doing most of it because my husband works a typical 9-to-5 job. It gives us a better chance at getting the house if I'm able to get in there and tour it before anyone else during the day, even if they do offer evening tours, and then kind of get the application in as soon as possible. So with that though means that I am stressed quite often and also tired a lot and just struggling to kind of get through everything. But I've found some things that have been working for me to be able to do that. And so that's kind of going to be the focus of this vlog. But so far what I've been doing this morning is I literally got up, took a shower, got dressed really quick, because I find that, you know, looking put together is a very key, important piece to this whole like getting a house process. I mean, I haven't gotten one yet, so who knows, maybe I'm wrong and that's not actually helpful, but I think it really puts kind of your best foot forward and helps them to, you know, view you as like a positive applicant before you even apply. So I did that, and then I just worked on some client work. I got a blog post up for one of my clients, did a few social media posts, and now I am going to move on to some coding work. I think I kind of want to plan out my week and also want to eat breakfast before I have to go to my first tour that's at noon. And then after that tour, I'm going to actually go to a coffee shop or maybe the library or something and get some work done outside of the house. And then we're gonna head to the grocery store before coming home. Then we're gonna head to our other house tour that we have later today. And then after that, I'm gonna probably make some dinner or I'm actually gonna do some meal prepping for the week, and then go to my aerial class tonight. So that's the plan. We got quite a busy day and I have a lot of stuff I need to get done. So yeah, let's do it together. Are you gonna help me get work done today, Boba? No? She's like, I just wanna play. Why do we have to work all the time? I don't blame you. We are gonna eat the pancake. After that, I've already gone to the store, and then I can meet Oliver at the tour. What do you have going on today, Buffy?
Because I called her on.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling.
Or is it behind her? Oh, it's behind her.
We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know about that place. Definitely not it. There's a few dead roaches in there, which then anytime you say that to anyone while you're touring, they're like, well, they were dead, right? And it's like, yeah, so yeah, that's good. I'm glad they were dead, but like they're still in there. So it's great, but it's not. So yeah, I don't know. Not a fan. I mean, I kind of have like a rule. I have like a rule that like if there is a roach in an apartment or a house or anything, like if I see that while I'm touring, then for me it's just like immediate no, bad vibes. Sorry, people are honking in this parking lot because this parking lot's ridiculous. But that being said, yeah, it's a no for me. It was definitely not it. It felt too old and dated, and I don't know, it didn't give me like a clean feeling, and they were like doing some renovations in there, and like, I don't know, and none of the bedrooms were large enough to accommodate a king bed, which is like a big problem because we have a king bed. So if a king bed can't fit, like I'm not getting a new bed to move into some house that I don't like. So that one's a no, but we will look at another one later today. So hopefully that one is better. But I'm gonna go into Trader Joe's now and do some grocery shopping, and then we're gonna head home. I was planning on doing a whole like whatever, go to the coffee shop after this, but I'm just gonna go home after this, or I'm gonna grocery shop now, go home, put the groceries away, eat some more because all I ate was one pancake, and then I will probably head back out to go to a coffee shop or the library or something later. So that's the plan. Thanks. We are home and we got the groceries. Super quick haul. We got lettuce, Parmesan cheese, bacon for weekend brunch, heavy cream, pre-cooked bacon for Oliver's lunches, and breakfast sausage. Most of this stuff is actually stuff I'm using to meal prep lunches and breakfast for Oliver, which I'm gonna do later tonight. So that's what majority of this is for. But I did get some stuff for me, like more coffee grounds, gluten-free flour, and everything else is for Oliver. We got tortillas, flour tortillas, these like Taki-esque chips. This passion fruit granola looked really good, and I've been making him these like yogurt bars with fresh mangoes, so I figured I could like add some granola into the mangoes with the yogurt, and that would be pretty good. And then his favorite chocolate muffins from Trader Joe's. Here's Mochi. She's a very sweet baby. Now I'm gonna make some food for myself. I already ate that pancake like I said, so I'm just gonna have a few scrambled eggs because I want something salty that also has some protein in it. As you can see, so that is gonna be my, oh, hey, Mochi, she really wants these eggs. That's gonna be the rest of my brunch. But one more thing we need to get is a little magic mind. So I'm gonna grab one of these really quick and get this set up, because this is another thing that I've been using to boost my productivity when I'm not feeling it. And we all know, as I've talked about a million times, that I do not like drinking too much coffee in a day. So this is like my secret weapon for that. I like to do mine as an iced little like matcha latte. So I just do about like 8 ounces of milk on some ice. And then I just shake it up a tiny bit, although it really doesn't need it. Pour that in. And that is it. And then this is just like a little matcha latte. You can mix her up, drink her separated, but it tastes so good. I always honestly have such a hard time making like a good matcha, and this is way easier. It's basically like a little mental performance shot, and it has all sorts of different adaptogens and nootropics. And it even includes vitamins like C, D3, B2, and B12, which I think is amazing. And as someone who's been going through a lot of health issues in the past like year at this point, I take my health very seriously, and I'm very kind of careful about what I put into my body. So it makes me feel really good to know that it's been doctor tested and approved, and they've been developing it for over 10 years, and it's 100% safe, has all natural real ingredients, which I absolutely love. And it really lowers my stress for the day. So if you're someone who likes to get a caffeine boost and feel like you need to drink multiple cups of coffee, but you're feeling a lot of anxiety and jitteriness, then I would definitely suggest trying Magic Mind. And they actually actually sponsored today's video and have provided us with a discount code. So go down in my description for a link, but the code is PaigeWest20, which actually gets you up to 48% off if you order in the next 10 days. So again, definitely check that down in the description box below and let me know if you give it a try. But I'm just gonna eat my eggs now and drink my Magic Mind, and then I'm gonna get to work because I need to get some more stuff done. Then I'm gonna head over to the library, I'm pretty sure, or I might go to a cafe and get some more food or snacks if I'm feeling it. I'm a big fat dummy. I was just feeding the pets and the cats, and I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. And then I was telling you guys all about my supplements that I'm taking. And apparently I wasn't recording either. Now my camera's about to die, but basically I took a B complex, a D3, K2, and then a daily probiotic. But I was just saying I used to take a lot more, but I've cut it back, and then I take the rest of them at night, and I'm just taking less because it was a struggle. And then I drink water with like a little bit of juice because it makes it easier for me to actually swallow the supplements. So I'm doing that. But I'm gonna go switch my battery out, and then we're gonna go do some coding work at my desk because I need to get that done on my desktop computer. Then we can go to the library. What are you eating?
Same thing.
Well, I was going to go to a cafe or the library or something, but I am like on a roll working, and it's actually already 3 o'clock. So at this point, I feel like, I mean, I guess I still could go, but I need to leave wherever I am at like 5:40-ish to be able to get to the house that we're gonna go do a tour of at 6 o'clock. So I almost feel like it's pointless at this point to go anywhere, because by the time I like pack up, leave, all that, get there, start working, that's gonna kill like 30 minutes right there that I could actually be doing work for. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay home unless I start like really struggling with productivity. But right now I'm like on a roll and I am getting so much done today, which I'm really happy about. And honestly, recording helps so much. So even if you don't have a YouTube channel, just turn on a camera and pretend you're vlogging, and I feel like, I swear, it just makes me so much more productive. So who knows? But I'm currently running some code that I wrote. I have to do it about 15 different times. I have to basically set these files up, run the code, let it compile all the data, and then set up some formulas to create a summary sheet. And then I need to put all that together and send it to the client. So I think that's easily gonna take me probably 2 hours minimum to do all of that. So that's why I'm kind of like, let me just work on all of that. And then by the time that's done, it'll be like 5 o'clock because it's 3 o'clock right now. I'll do some emails and call it a day, and then Oliver should be home from work. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I do want to have like a little sit down convo with you guys in a little bit and kind of tell you more about what's been going on with like my health stuff and my anxiety, because I've been kind of like alluding to it a lot in this video, but I have not really straight up talked about it. And I think it's a really important topic to have because it plays a lot into the whole like being miserable in your job and what that means, and mental health plays a huge part in that. And yeah, I just want to be transparent and share kind of what I've been dealing with and more on that. So stay tuned for that. But then we'll go look at that house and tour that, which I'm like crossing my fingers, super hopeful about. And then in a future video, I'm going to talk a little bit about kind of my journey finding a place. I mean, assuming we actually find one, and how that goes. So yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot from this whole experience, and renting a house is like a whole other beast compared to renting an apartment. So yeah, learned a lot, and definitely open to sharing that with you guys. So let's just get back to work. Let me show you what I'm working with right now. I'm currently FaceTiming Tina. We're doing a work session, but I was going to show you guys the code running, and right as I turn the camera around, it says combining complete. So that is done. But what I can show you is kind of how this works. So basically I set up this code where if it is in this folder, this file, it's called keep a data pool. But if it's in here and I run it from within this folder, then it will loop through every single folder in here, and it will combine a certain file from the folder all into one file, and then that's where this output file comes. So if I open this should be like some huge file with, let's see, oh my gosh, almost 4,000 lines. So it just combined all of those files into one, which it combined 100 and, oh no, because that's how many items, but it just combined the folders only. No, it is, oh my gosh, 127 files that it just combined. And I don't even know how long that took because I was supposed to track it and I didn't. But I'm gonna do that whole process again and actually show you guys what it looks like, because I think it's interesting if you've never run any Excel macros. It's kind of cool to see it actually run, so I'll show you that too. Okay, so we're ready. So basically I just moved all of these into this folder together, which there's 86 or 85 if you don't count the tool. So I'm gonna open up this tool and then I'm just literally gonna hit combine files and it is gonna start putting them all together. So it's just doing its thing. So every time you see one flash onto the screen, that is it opening up that file and then pulling the data onto the spreadsheet. So it's literally gonna sit here and do this. It's probably gonna take, I don't know, a few minutes. I honestly love coding so much because it's just so logical and like it is what it is, and it's really nice to be able to have some work to do that like doesn't require any like deep level thinking. I mean, well, that's not true. It obviously requires deep level thinking, but like not like emotional thinking, like it's all logic and it's really nice. So I actually love having this work, even though this is like completely different from everything else I do. It's nice to just have something that is more in like the logical type of framework for me to just grind it out and be done and not have to, you know, overthink it or talk to people too much or all of that stuff. So okay, so I wanted to check back in with you guys because I was just working on the thumbnail and title for my video about how much money I made in my first full year freelancing. If you are on YouTube or just interested in this in general, I think it's pretty interesting, but something that I do and have to watch out for when I first post a video is how the video is doing. So like you can see here, I posted this video, I just changed the title and thumbnail, but the one I initially put had me at a lower click-through rate than I usually have. So I was at 6.8%, which is below my average. My average view duration is actually up, which makes sense. It's above my typical, but this is a much longer video. So I find that it's more about like the average view duration percentage of the length of the video. So that makes sense. Views are down, which again makes sense because, you know, the click-through rate's down, so less people are watching it, and it's scoring a 9 out of 10. So when I saw that after I got home earlier, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need to go try changing the title and thumbnail. And I had kind of tried something different than my norm. Like I was testing something out that is not usually what I do for that, but it was clearly not working. So I switched it up. And I ended up with this one that is just much more my style of like how I usually do thumbnails, because I don't know, sometimes it's like you want to reinvent the wheel, but reinventing the wheel doesn't work, and you should really just stick with what you're doing and what's working. It doesn't obviously always work for me, and I'm always trying to try new things, but it's easy to get caught up in what other people are doing, or like you see something else working on YouTube and you're like, I want to try that and see if that works for me. We're trying a new one. We'll see if this improves the video. So like now I'm gonna like know it's 3:30 basically when I change this. I'm gonna wait until about like 5:30, give it like 2 hours to see if it improves and if that makes the click-through rate higher and improves any of the stats. And if it does, then I'm like, great, I'm gonna leave it. If it doesn't, or it stays the same, that kind of gives me the indicator that it was the topic that was the issue and not actually like the title or the thumbnail. And if it does worse, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do about that. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll keep you guys posted. I just kind of wanted to share a little bit more behind the scenes of what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm doing this. Well, I'm done with this now, but I was like working on this every time the code was running while I was waiting, because I can't use my desktop computer while the code's running. So now I'm gonna go back to working on the code and getting that all run and put together. And then, yeah, we'll finish up our day. And how's it going over there? How long do you think it's gonna take you? I'm also doing a very repetitive task today, so. back, but we got the house that we just toured, so I'm so excited. Well, I mean, just toured, it's like hours later, but we toured that second house and we loved it, and we decided to just apply right after, and the guy reviewed our applications and like called me and we got the house, and I'm just I can't believe it. I'm in just such a good mood now. Like, I'm so relieved, so grateful. There's a few issues, quote unquote issues. Well, I mean, the biggest issue is that the house potentially won't be available till July 1st and our lease ends June 13th. So obviously that's like a problem. But it also may be ready sooner, and I'm very, very hopeful it's going to be ready sooner. And the amazing part is that the owner said that if it's available sooner, that he's gonna let us just move in early for free, like no charge, and our lease still won't start till July 1st, but well, our lease will then start earlier, but we get to move in sooner, and don't have to pay rent is my point. So that is just like amazing. So yeah, it's super exciting. I literally cannot believe it. I'm so happy and relieved and just ecstatic right now. And then I'm also kind of sad because, oh, that guy's gonna go and I'm gonna stop because I'm not trying to get, yeah, that guy just ran 2 red lights. We actually got a red light ticket. Well, Oliver did, not me, the other week, and it was like $100 something. So I'm like, I'm not even, if it's yellow, I'm stopping, even if there's plenty of time. Anyways, I'm also kind of sad because that was my last night at that aerial studio that I've been going to for a really long time. I'm just taking like a few months off just while we're moving and traveling over the summer, and like just like a lot going on this summer. I figured, let me just take a few months off for my health as well. I wanted to kind of take a break and not do as much aerial, and that is like the most intense studio that I go to. I'm always the most exhausted after going there. So yeah, I'm kind of sad because, I don't know, it's just sad, but I'll be back. I told her I'm gonna be back. Just gonna take a few months off, and the other studio is like super cheap and flexible. Like this one, I have to come on a certain day of the week, and it's really hard to handle makeups and stuff. So yeah, long story short, I'm a little sad about that, but I'm so happy about the house that I'm just in a really great mood too, which I guess is good, because when she hugged me goodbye, I like almost wanted to cry because I'm just always emotional. But yeah, I'm just so excited. So yeah, it's just, I just can't believe it. Oh my gosh, guys, like the sunroom in this house is amazing. Like, I cannot handle that that's gonna be my office. Like, I just can't take it. It's so cute. It is the cutest office I could have ever asked for. Yeah, I wish I like recorded more of like while we were applying, but it was just like everything's happened so fast, and now we literally have the house. So we got that house.
Hey, just say something. How worried was I when I said
Dude, I knew you were gonna say this. I was like mad. I was like, I don't want to get this house because Cindy's gonna say that she knew it was gonna all work out. So I never reconnected with you guys after I went to the grocery store and like after Ariel, and I was telling you guys about how we got the house, which is so exciting, and I never reconnected. But yeah, this was just an exciting day, and it's the next day now, obviously. But yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys are curious to see like moving videos and things like that, I definitely have to start going through everything in the house and decluttering, donating. I want to like actually decorate this place like more intentionally. And one of my clients is an interior designer locally in Orlando, and she was like, I'll help you out, because we're like friends now too. So she's like, I'll give you some tips and things like that. So I want to put together like a mood board and stuff like that. So anyways, I wouldn't like make full on content just about decorating, because obviously that just doesn't make sense for my niche. But if you're curious to see like the moving process and want me to do like vlogs and things like that, because it's definitely going to impact my work and like how I do everything too. So that'll be interesting. But if you want to see that, just let me know in the comments down below. I mean, honestly, I might just do it anyways. We'll see. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to record XYZ in my life, and then like that part of my life comes up and I'm like, this is just too overwhelming. But I don't know. I think it's exciting that this is like the first real house we're moving into, even though obviously we didn't purchase it. So it's not like buying our first home or whatever, but I also have a lot of thoughts about the concept of renting a house versus buying and why I'm 1000% okay with that, which I talked about a little bit in a previous video. But yeah, let me know if you want to see any of that and what parts of that you would like to see so I can kind of use that to make sure I'm making content you guys want to see. But anyways, that is all I have for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, if you have not checked out Magic Mind, to head down in that description, check out my link and my code so that you can get a good chunk of money off on your first order and try it out, because I think it's great and I'm actually about to go make one right now for my day today. So I will see you guys in the next video though. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.